Good morning, everyone. Welcome to class. It's rather chilly today, this morning. So, I hope you're all warm. The wind is quite fierce. So I've closed a few doors just to keep myself from freezing my toes off. Today you'll need 2 blocks and a blanket. And apparently it's playtime for all my kitties. Shame. The one, his name is Nemesis. He has a brother, he had a brother, his name was Floki, who got knocked by a car a couple of weeks ago. So it's really nice to see him playing around with the other cats as well. He's a bit sad. So today, we'll start in a minute. I just want to run through the class with you. Well, not run. We'll go through the class and then we'll get started. So we're going to start off with a bit of pranayama, a little bit of breathing, some viloma. And this specific breathing technique is used to create space in the body. So I'll direct you through that. After that we'll do a bit of a warm-up, then we'll come into down dog and we'll work out there a bit. We'll spend a bit of time in downward facing dog, we'll take a twist or two, and then we'll do some serious core stuff afterwards. We'll do a bit of sun salutation, 1 or 2, maybe 3. Then we'll do a bit of wrist therapy, and then we'll have a seat. And then from then on we'll spend the rest of the time seated or lying down. So let's get started. Stack your head over your heart over your pelvis. Before we move any further, make sure that you have the next hour for yourself. You won't be disturbed. Or if you will, see if it's something that maybe somebody else can sort out for you. And make sure to turn all your notifications off for the rest of the session. So head over heart, heart over pelvis. Pull your navel in. Grow tall through the spine. Bring your shoulder blades together and down the back. Close your eyes. And sink into your breath. Gentle ebb and flow. Bring your palms together, thumbs at the heart. Growing tall, open the fingers wide. And if you have an intention, if you're working with an affirmation, or you would like to dedicate your time on the mat, now's the time to go over all of that. Silently to yourself, or out loud. And exhale, you can release the hands down to your knees. And we come to the pranayama portion of our practice right now. Viloma, 1. There are several. We're starting with the most basic because pranayama is, for a lot of people, the most difficult part of yoga. Hey, Carnage. So, breathing into the belly, filling up the chest, filling up the throat, out the nose, empty the lungs, inhale, down to the belly, stop halfway, inhale the rest, pause, out the nose, into the belly, pause, continue, filling up the chest and the throat, pause, out the nose. Breathe in, pause 50%, inhale, pause 100%, out the nose. Inhale, 50%, continue, 100% out the nose. Carry on at your own pace for a few minutes, really extending the breath on every exhale, growing taller, finding space. Go ahead and even it out. Return to a soft Ujjayi breath in and out of the nose. Go ahead and blink the eyes open. Gizmo, move. Thank you. Sorry about that. Gizmo is quite the enthusiastic cat. Alright, let's start with a bit of a warm-up. We'll do a side body stretch, then we'll take a twist. And then we'll continue. Okay, so inhale, roots of the arms forward and up. Gain length. Exhale, left hand to the earth, right hip down, right hand up and over. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, right hand down, left hand up and over. Keep the hip grounded, empty the lungs, shine your heart. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, left hand down, right hand up and over. Keep the hip grounded. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, right hand down, left hand up and over. Inhale, come to center. Hands all the way up. Let's take a twist to the right. Out, go on, out. Left hand to the right knee, right fingertips behind you. Find length through the spine. And exhale, journey into the twist. Shoulder blades down the back. Inhale, find length. Exhale, journey into the twist. 2 more times like this. Inhale, find length. Exhale, journey. 1 more time. Inhale, find length. Exhale, journey into your twist. Inhale, find length. And exhale, release. Send the roots of the arms forward and up. To the left. Exhale. Right hand to left knee. Shoulder blades down the back. Left fingertips behind you. Inhale, find length. Exhale, use the chin to guide you as you journey into your twist. 3 more times like this. Inhale, find length. And exhale, journey. 2 more times. Inhale, find length. Exhale, journey. 1 more time. Exhale, journey. Inhale, find length. And exhale, release. Okay, so from here, we're going to open up the hips a bit by folding forward. Now, I'm sitting on a blanket. If you're sitting up on a blanket or some blocks, take them out. We won't need them right now. Put them off to the side. And keeping the same cross of your legs, whether you are in Siddhasana, Sukhasana, either one is fine. But if you're in Sukhasana, try to get your feet or the ankles underneath the knees. Flex the toes a bit and move them away from the hips, just a smidgen. Okay, make sure your pants, if you're wearing pants, are nice and comfy. We're going to recline forward. Fold forward. So, find length through the spine, breathe in. And exhale, walk your hands forward. Let's spend 10 long, deep breaths here. This is really good for the outside of the hip. Let's spend some time here. Keep the hips on the ground. If your legs want to cross more, allow them. Take 5 more deep rounds of breath here. Two more. Last one in. And walk the hands back as you breathe out, stacking the spine. Let's switch the cross of your legs. Okay. Ankles underneath the knees, a little bit away from the hips. Find length of the spine, breathe in. And exhale, walk the hands forward. 10 deep rounds here. Last 5. Allow your head to drop. Three more. Last one. And on an exhale, walk the hands back, lifting up the chest and stacking the head over the heart, heart over the pelvis. I feel like, I wonder why. I really hope that this is going on, because it's telling me to rotate the device, but my device has been rotated. I'm so confused. No, man. Turn it over. It's not changing it. Very sorry about all these technical difficulties in the beginning. We just have to figure them out. Software and all that jazz. It can be a real nuisance. Okay, so let's come to hands and knees into a tabletop variation. Tabletop, wrists underneath the shoulders, knees directly underneath the hips. We'll do a few rounds of cat-cow, and we'll warm up the core a bit. Okay. Inhale, drop the belly, looking forward, head comes up last, gaze is up, exhale, start from the tail, curl your spine to the sky, let your head come down last, navel to spine. Inhale, drop the belly, let the head come up last, exhale, start from the tail, curl your spine up, vertebra by vertebra, let the head come down last, navel to spine, slight bend in the elbows. Inhale, drop the belly. Let the head come up last, exhale, start from the tail, curl your spine, vertebra by vertebra, take the time, navel to spine, chin to chest. One more round here, inhale, drop the belly, let the head come up last, exhale, start from the tail, curl your spine up, vertebra by vertebra, let the head come down last. Inhale, come to a neutral spine. Nice and straight, fingertips pointing forward. Space between the knees, make sure you cannot see your feet. Okay. Extend the left hand forward, really pressing through the right hand and left foot. Extend the right foot back. Press through the heel, toes pointing down, navel in. 5 rounds here. Reaching in both directions. 4. Make sure that your hip doesn't rise up. Keep it nice and level. Last round, press away from the mats. And exhale, release. Put both the left hand and the knee down. Let's do the other side and then take a child's pose. Reach the right hand forward. Extend the left foot back, navel in, press to the feet and the hand. Toes pointing down. Keep the hip level. 5 rounds. Growing in both directions. Last round here. And release. Put the knees down. Big toes to touch. Open the knees wider than the hips or as wide as the mat. Sit back on the heels. Shine the heart up. Find length through the spine. And walk your hands forward. Forehead to the mat. Mount the heart. Give space between the hands.
so that the shoulders can open, the chest can fall to the earth. A few more rounds here. Last round. Exhale, look forward, carve the nose, walk the hands back. And let's make our way to downward facing dog. Walking the hands forward again. Wrists underneath the shoulders, extend the feet back, come to a plank. Nice long body. Okay, make sure that your feet are nice and wide. They don't need to be hip width distance apart. The wider the feet, I find the more space in the spine we can discover. Bend the knees, send the roots of your legs up and back, downward facing dog. So let's spend a bit of time here, warming up, pedal the feet, stretching out the side body all the way from the ankle to the wrist. Alternate. Bend one knee, then the other. Pull the navel in. And bring your big toes to touch. Inhale, send the right leg up, three-legged dog. Reach with the foot. Bend the knee. Open up the hip. And exhale, right knee to right elbow. Look forward, spike the heel away from you, navel in. Inhale, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, open up the hip. Breathe in. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Look forward, spike the heel, navel in. Inhale, three-legged dog. Reach, bend the knee, open up the hip. And exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. And let's release the foot. Put the knees down. Let's take a puppy pose. Untuck the toes. Keep the hips above the knees. Walk the hands forward, melt the heart down. You can bring the heart to a block or the head to a block, whichever you like. Forehead down to the mat. Let's take a few rounds here. Just opening up the heart and the chest, shoulders. Take one more round. And engage the hands, walking them back, bringing the chest back up. Just going to switch sides. Okay, make our way back to downward facing dog. Come to a plank, bend the knees, exhale, roots of the legs up and back, downward facing dog. Okay, bring the big toes to touch. Inhale, send the left leg up into the air, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, exhale, open up the hip, breathe in here. Exhale, left knee to left elbow, look forward. Navel in, inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend the knee, open up the hip, breathe in. And exhale, left knee to right elbow, look forward, navel in. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend the knee, open up the hip, breathe in. Exhale, left knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. And exhale, bring the foot back down. Bring the knees back down. Big toes to touch. Open the knees a little wider. Take a child's pose. Melt the heart down. Give space between the hands. 4 more rounds. Last round in. And exhale, carve a line with your nose, look forward, walk the hands back. And, okay. So now, we're going to make our way to the front of the mat. Let's do a sun salutation, warm up a bit more. and then we'll come back to downward dog, do a bit of work there. That's when the real serious work is going to take place. So be prepared for that. Make your way to stand at the front of the mat. Okay? In mountain pose, outside of the feet are parallel, navel in, draw the heels down, chest is rising, shoulder blades together down the back, flex your fingers. Lift the toes if you need to. Bring attention to the feet, our connection to the earth, navel in. Okay, here we go. Inhale, root of the arms forward and up. Navel in, grow tall. Exhale, dive down the midline. Bend your knees, pull the navel in here. From here, we'll go to halfway lift. Inhale, send your heart to the horizon. Look straight down. Make sure the back of your neck is nice and flat. Elbows are not willy-nilly anywhere. Elbows are into the side body. Or if your hands are down on the mat, that's okay. You can put your fists down as well, as long as you're finding length through the spine. And exhale, fold down. Plant the hands. Inhale, step the right foot back. Exhale, step the left foot back. Root of the legs up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll up to plank. And straight into chaturanga. Shift your weight forward. You can take your knees down here if you like. Hover for a second. Then choose your vinyasa. Cobra or upward facing dog. Shoulder blades together down the back. Exhale, roots of the legs up and back. Downward facing dog. Bring the big toes to touch in the middle. Inhale, send the right leg up. Exhale, bend the knee. Bring it in and through. Plant the foot. Right foot forward. Knee on top of the ankle. Come up onto your fingertips. Breathe in. Find length through the spine. Navel in. Exhale, step the left foot forward. Inhale, heart to the horizon. Shoulder blades together. Grow long away from the tail. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, press through the feet. Tuck the tail. Stack the spine. Roll your way up. Let the roots of the arms go up into the air. And exhale, hands down to the side. Mountain pose, Tadasana. Good. Let's do the other side. Inhale, root of the arms forward and up. Exhale, dive down the midline. Bend the knees, navel in. Inhale, heart to the horizon, shoulder blades together, grow long. Exhale, fold down. Plant the hands. Inhale, step the left foot back. Exhale, step the right foot back, roots of the legs up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll up to plank. Straight into chaturanga. You can come to this from your knees down as well. Shift your weight forward, elbows in, on top of the wrists, shoulder blades together, navel in. Hover for a second, then choose your vinyasa. Inhale, cobra, upward facing dog. Exhale, roots of the legs up and back, downward facing dog. Good. Pedal the feet a bit, maybe if you like. Navel in. Bring the big toes to touch. Inhale, sweep the left foot up. Exhale, bend the knee, bring it in and through. Plant the foot. Left foot forward. Knee on top of the ankle. Spike the heel away. Come up onto your fingertips. Breathe in here. Exhale, step the right foot forward. Hang in here. Inhale, heart to the horizon. Shoulder blades together. Grow long. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, press through the feet, tuck the tail, stack the spine. Let the head come up last, followed by the root of the arms. Looking up, navel in, growing tall, Mula Bandha if you know what that is, if that's part of your practice. And exhale, hands to the side, mountain pose. Okay. Whew. So, let's make our way to downward facing dog. And we're going to take a twist. Breathe in and exhale. Shift your weight. Before you shift your weight, bring the left hand, make it the right hand, the right hand in the middle of the mat, in line with your head and face. Shift your weight to the right. Breathe in. Exhale, pick up the left hand, reach it in and through around the right ankle. And press the right hip away. Look under your right armpit. 4 rounds. Last round in. And exhale, release. Replace the left hand with the right in the middle of the mat. Shift your weight into the left. Breathe in. Exhale, pick up the right hand, reach it into the left, on the outside of the left ankle. Look under your left armpit. 4 rounds. Press the left hip away. One more. And let's release the right hand down. Come back to downward facing dog, and we're going to come straight into dolphin pose. So from this, we just drop our hands, or drop the elbows right down. Okay, you can put your knees down and just watch my demonstration. You can keep your hands flat on the mat, or you can interlace the fingers. I like to keep the pinkies extended, just so that there's no imbalance. Okay. All right. You can even put a strap around your upper arms to keep your arms in place. I won't do that now. Okay. So then we drop the head. We drop the head into the arms. Crown of the head is pointing down to the earth, and we send the hips up and back as if we're in downward dog, but we're in dolphin pose. Shishulasana. Okay. Maybe you walk your feet a bit forward. Breathe in, navel in. And exhale, send your chin over your hands to touch the earth and pull your belly in to return back to dolphin. This is called a dolphin push-up, and do as many as you like. Don't keep count, just go for it. Remember to touch the earth and return. Keep going. Really engage the core. And put your knees down, big toes to touch. Take a child's pose. Stay in child's pose for a few more rounds. Last 2 rounds. And exhale, carve a line with your nose, looking forward. We're going to make our way to the front of the mat and stand in mountain pose. Coming off the heels, knees under the hips. Maybe you make your way to downward dog. And then you exhale, walk your feet to meet your hands. And slowly roll your way up to standing. Shoulder blades together down the back. Heart rising, drilling the heels down, flexing the fingers. Just enjoy this mountain pose for a second. Breathe in. Empty the lungs. Inhale, root of the arms forward and up. Exhale, dive down the midline, bend the knees, navel in. Inhale to halfway lift. Shoulder blades together, grow long. Exhale, fold down. Plant the hands, step back to plank, then vinyasa, or exhale, spring into chaturanga. Inhale, choose your vinyasa, cobra, upward facing dog. Exhale, root of the legs up and back, downward facing dog. Big toes to touch. Inhale, root of the legs, right leg into the air, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend the knee, bring it in and through, plant the foot. Knee on top of the ankle, put the left knee down. Untuck the toes, roots of the arms forward and up. Engage the navel to lift yourself up. Anjaneyasana, 5 rounds. If you want to, bring the hands down behind you to interlace the fingers. Remember which thumb is on top. Open up the chest a bit more here. Last round, look up. Exhale, release the hands down. Tuck the left toes under. Pick up the left knee. Straight back to plank. Inhale, right foot back. Exhale, shift your weight forward. Chaturanga practice, spike the heels, navel in. And inhale, choose your vinyasa, cobra, or upward facing dog. Exhale, root of the legs up and back, downward facing dog. 2 more rounds here in down dog. And bring the big toes to touch. Inhale, left foot up. 3-legged dog, reach, 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 reach with the foot. Exhale, bend the knee, bring it in and through. Plant the left foot next to the thumb. Knee on top of the ankle. Right knee goes to the ground. Untuck the toes if you like. Inhale, root of the arms forward and up. Anjaneyasana. You can bring the hands down behind you. Remember which thumb was on top. Opening up the heart, looking up. Let's take 1 more round here. In. And exhale, release the hands back down to the earth. Tuck the right toes under, lift the right knee. Inhale, step the left foot back. Chaturanga practice, shift your weight forward. Spike the heels, navel in, shoulder blades together down the back. Inhale, cobra, upward facing dog. Exhale, root of the legs up and back. Downward facing dog. 5 rounds here. Two more. And exhale, walk the feet slowly to meet the hands, or even walk your hands to meet your feet, standing forward fold. If you're in the middle of the mat or in the front of the mat, doesn't matter. Inhale, send your heart to the horizon, shoulder blades together, grow long through your spine. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, press to the feet, tuck the tail, stack the spine. Let the head come up last, followed by the roots of your arms. And exhale, hands down to the side, mountain pose. And let's have a seat. Okay. So, feet are hip width distance apart or together. Growing long through the spine. If your knees are bent, that's fine. We're going to stay here in Dandasana for a bit, explore around here. Keep flexing the toes towards your face. Grow tall through the spine. Hands can be flat next to the hips or tented. 10 rounds here. Pull the navel in, shine your heart up, shoulder blades down the back. If your knees are really bent, you can always put the blanket underneath your hips, like me. I need it, I'm going to use it. Yeah. Makes a bit of a difference. Growing tall through the spine.
more rounds. Last one in and out. Inhale, root of the arms forward and up. Gain length, and let's take a twist to the right. Left hand to the right knee, right fingertips behind you. Gain length through the spine. Exhale, journey to your twist. 2 more times like this. Inhale, find length. Exhale, journey. 1 more time, find length. Exhale, journey. Find length. Exhale, release, send the hands up. Breathe in. And to the left. Right hand to left knee, left fingertips behind you. Inhale, find length. Exhale, journey into your twist. 2 more times here. Inhale, find length. Exhale, journey to the twist. Shoulder blades down the back. 1 more time. Exhale, journey. Inhale. And exhale, release. Send the hands forward and up. And not folding forward. We're just reaching to the ankles, outside of the feet, or even a yogi toe lock. But keep finding length through your spine. Bring your shoulder blades down the back. We want to keep our spine nice and long here. Really pull the navel in to find length. Keep flexing the toes. A few more rounds. Last round in, and let's release. You can shake the legs, put the hands back, just get a bit of blood flowing in the body. Okay, from here we're going to come to hero pose, okay, and we're going to take another twist, then we'll recline, and then we're going to meditate for a bit, and then we'll take Shavasana. So if you've got a blanket, I would recommend maybe using that. You could also use a block or even a bolster. Just give me a second. It's rather chilly and I'll be on the floor. If you're on the floor, put a jersey on or get yourself a nice blanket just to keep warm. We built up all this nice heat. We don't want to lose it all to the earth right now. We're going to keep it in. If you have socks, get those too. I don't know where mine are. Somewhere. Okay. So, stand on your knees. Make sure that they are hip width distance apart. Take the blanket, put it between your ankles, or the block between your ankles. We're going to come sit in hero pose. Bring the hands, the fingers to the crease of the knees. And as you sit down, between the ankles, pull your calf muscles down towards your heels. Good. Don't pull them off to the side. No. Okay. Make sure you've got a nice equal weight distribution between the ankles and feet and the hips. Navel in, shoulder blades down the back. You can put your hands on your thighs. Okay. So first let's take a twist, then we'll recline, and then we'll meditate. If hero pose is not accessible to you, come to a seat in Sukhasana or Siddhasana, whichever you like, whatever is comfortable for you at this time of the day. Right. Inhale, roots of the arms forward and up. Twisting to the right. Left hand to right knee, right fingertips behind you. Inhale, find length. Exhale, journey into the twist. Use your chin to guide you. Inhale, find length. Exhale, journey. One more time. Exhale, journey. Inhale, release. Send the hands up. Exhale to the left. Right hand to left knee, right fingertips behind you. Inhale, find length through the spine. Exhale, journey into your twist. Inhale, find length. Exhale, journey into your twist. One more time, find length. And exhale, journey. Inhale. And release. Okay. Now let's recline back, tucking the shoulder blades together underneath the heart and shining the heart up. Okay, you can walk your hands back as far as you'd like. If you come to your forearms, that's grand. If you come down all the way to the earth, just be careful you don't hurt yourself, but that's possible too. Shoulder blades together, drop the head. I like this variation. Maybe you turn your hands out just to give your wrists a bit of a break. Yeah, spend 5 to 10 rounds here. Keep your heart rising. Last round here. Exhale, tuck your chin into your chest. Before you move anywhere else, use the strength of your arms to lift yourself up. From the earth, from your forearms, walk your hands forward. And come out of hero. Take that blanket, move it off to the side, perhaps. So let's actually take a bridge before we get into Shavasana. Come to lie flat on the back, on your back. Make sure the lower back is nice and flat. Heels close to the hips. If you cannot touch your heels, that's alright, as long as they are hip width distance apart and the toes are pointing forward. If you have a block, you can put it between your thighs and start to squeeze there. This time we keep the hands down, breathe in. Exhale, press the feet down, send the hips forward and up towards the knees, send the chest to the chin to the sky. Keep your hands down, maybe interlace your fingers. 5 rounds here. Press both hands down into the earth. Keep sending the hips up, 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 up. 2 more rounds. And exhale, release the hands, roll your spine down. Good. Let's take another one before we move on. Okay. Reaching for the heels, ticking the backs. Breathe in. And squeeze the blocks and the hips forward and up. Press through the feet. Chest to chin, chin to sky. Hands press down. 5 rounds here. One more round. And exhale, slowly roll your spine down. Massage as you go. Vertebra by vertebra, one at a time. Hug the knees into the chest. Rock from side to side. Oh yeah. This is nice. Okay, let's take a happy baby. You can interlace your fingers around your big toe and send the heels up into the air, or you can hook around
inside the knees and then around the outside edges of the feet. You can do that, but make sure that your lower back is nice and flat on the earth. If that doesn't work, bend your knees, hold onto the knees, make sure the lower back is nice and flat. Slight pull of the knees into the shoulders. A little bit of arm strength. Stay here. If you like, you can have a bit of movement in the legs. You can open the legs out into a big V. Oof. My hamstrings are really tight. It makes it really difficult for me. You can even bring the feet together. The Supta Baddha Konasana type vibe. You can bring the heels closer to the groin. Shoulder blades away from the ears. And yeah, let's put the feet down. Extend the left leg away. Sorry. Extend the right leg away. Hug the left knee in. Open the arms out to the sides. Breathe in. And no. I'm very sorry. Wrong side. Left leg extends. Right knee in. And then exhale. Send the right leg over to the left. Make sure your right hip is stacked on top of the left. Bring your right hand to the sacrum. Make sure you're nice and straight here. If you want to, you can extend the right leg away. If you can grab the foot with your left hand, that's even better. But if you cannot, don't stress. Let the right shoulder come up off the ground. Relax the body. Get deeper into this twist. Last round here. And on an exhale, pull the navel in, pick up the knee, return to center. Bend the left leg in. Before we move on to the other side, make sure your spine is nice and straight. Open arms out, right leg extends, left knee in. Breathe in. Exhale, send the left knee over to the right. Left hip on top of the right. Open the arm out. Left shoulder can come off the ground. Relax, relax, relax the body. Last one in. And navel in to lift the leg. Return to center. Make sure your spine is nice and straight before we take Shavasana. Okay, extend both feet out to the corners of the mat. Open the arms out to the sides. Shoulder blades together and away from the ears, underneath the heart. Chest to chin. Back of the neck nice and long. Take a big inhale. Out the mouth. Another one. Out the mouth. Bring your attention to your feet. Relaxing from the feet, from the toes. Moving up towards the ankles, through the heel. Up the legs, shins and the calves. Resting, letting them become heavy. All the way to the knees. Reaching the knees. Up the thighs. Slowly and systematically shutting the body down, reaching the hips, moving up the spine, vertebra by vertebra, just releasing and relaxing and shutting it down. We don't need to use any part of our body right now. reaching the ribs and the organs. Reaching the shoulders and the neck. Shut down the arms first, go down into the arms, towards the elbows, down towards the wrists and the hands and fingers. Once that's off, return to the neck, move it up into the head and the face. Relax the muscles around the skull and in your face, between the eyes, between the teeth, the tongue, relax that. Spend at least 5 minutes here, up to 10. If you like, even a bit more. If you have the time, go for it. Let's come out of Shavasana, take a deep breath in. Take another few more. You can wiggle your fingers and your toes. You can roll your wrists and your ankles one way, then the other. Take a big stretch, arms next to the ears, point the toes away from you. Breathe in and out. Point the toes towards your face. hug the knees into the chest, rock from side to side, and roll over to whichever side you would like to sleep on tonight.
Don't think about it, just move. Close the eyes, bring the knees into the chest a bit more. Let's take a few breaths here. And slowly make your way up to the seat. Elevate the hips on some blocks or a blanket. Bring the hands to the heart. After this, you can sit for some meditation, like I mentioned before. I skipped that, otherwise we'd have run over time. Reminding yourself of that intention, that affirmation, or the reason you stepped onto the mat this morning. Grow long through the spine, navel in. Let's end with a chant of Om. You can keep your hands at the heart or you can release them down to the knees. Inhale to chant, feel free to join. Namaste everyone, thank you for joining me this morning. Hope you enjoyed the practice and enjoy the rest of your day. Ciao.